Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. We picked up our first vehicle, which is currently sat on the Alpha 2 alongside Frost and Jamila. This is actually going to be an interesting one because with Vahan having remote control potentially, it could be good actually having a vehicle there. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll have to see how that feels as time goes on. Anyway, we're bringing the teams back from the Americas. They are making their way over here either for rest and recoup / repair over at Phoenix Point or to do this this hatching mission. We do have other missions that we need to take care of at some point, but I don't know how urgent we can really consider them to be. Like the Empress, we do want to do that. And also there's the antediluvian sites. In fact, yeah, the antediluvian sites are probably going to be the next bits that we actually secure. I think that makes a lot of sense for us to do. And then we're probably going to have to park either the Uber Eats or one of the others on top in order to make sure we're gathering resources. But these are all things that we'll figure out. I did want to have a base in the Americas that has both a medical facility and living quarters, so we can have a place to actually rest up. You've got living quarters there, but no medical facility. You've got living quarters but no medical facility. You've got medical facility but no living quarters. How about the one up here? I mean, this is like... this would be the closest. Maybe Phoenix Delta actually is the best choice. Except Phoenix Delta's got neither of them, which is annoying. We could build living quarters over at Phoenix R&D 7. It's not too far away from Phoenix Point, though. So maybe, yeah, Phoenix Forward Command is going to be the place to do it. Let's get a medical bay. It's already got a vehicle bay that we can repair. So this Phoenix Forward Command is going to be our second rest and recoup place. And actually, looking at it, this doesn't have a satellite uplink. So we should probably get some more materials and get that on the go as well.
Research complete.
Advanced bionic tech. Still no stealth, but now plus to accuracy stuff. And rocket leap for the propeller legs. And the neural torso, which gives the mounted item proficiency. There's a lot for us to consider with this.
My sources tell me New Jericho has developed a new type of APC. I hope they intend to use it to fight the Pandorans, not their fellow human beings.
Sure.
But the real question is, how can you win a war if you don't understand the battlefield? All the vehicles in the world won't help you if you cling to the delusions of the old world. I should know. I remember the wars of the old world better than anyone.
Humanity needs all the tech it can get. That's what I'm going to say. Let's try and get Sanhedrin on side.
Well,
not
fair
really.
enough, actually, but we do have to be careful.
Okay, so Anu like us a bit more, but generally people like New Jericho less. At least we haven't pissed off New Jericho.
My task is not to see what is on the surface, but to perceive the truth within. What do you believe? Do you understand that there is no way back to the world before the flood? Because it was the very nature of that world that caused its downfall. If you do, then you understand the folly of those who dream of the old world, and you will act against them. I am sending you the coordinates of a sacred site. At this place, a child was born with a body uplifted by Anu, and a mind free of the plague, a harbinger of things to come. Yet now the heathens of New Jericho occupy this hallowed ground and refuse to leave. Cast them out and prove your dedication to our cause.
Sure, we'll...
The old world must die for the new to be born.
We'll go with that. Synedrian aren't going to like us. But the fourth initiation is something that we should be kind of pushing towards. I guess we're accidentally being, like, buddies with Anu more than anything this run through. And that's mostly because we're just not getting the Synedrian missions or like Synedrian Havens being attacked in order to be able to help them. Right, we were going to trade here. Food for tech. Maybe not all that food. Maybe just some of it. Actually, we could do a little bit more. Even a little bit more than that. There we go. Because we're going to do tech for food just here. The bridge. Exploration site. Our operatives have set down on a bridge in the middle of nowhere. It looks like a group of people tried to start up a haven here, building out from underneath the bridge, but the construction has been left unfinished. Either these people were killed, or they decided to move on. We got some materials, we got some food, there's little left, but it's better than nothing. I think we'll push down here next. They were always here. Exploration site. Our operatives have discovered an abandoned Phoenix Project microfish archive. The building is almost entirely overgrown with pulsating yellow vines that are oddly reminiscent of long headless moray eels. Trying to enter may result in injuries. Definitely search the site. Ooh, most of the microfishes are part of an archive documenting unsolved mysteries, created on the order of Administrator Irina Simonova. Simonova was forced to quit her job after an intense conflict with the KGB in 1968, and the archive was never completed. The site languished until it was shut down by Administrator Fred Halleck in 1991. The mysteries documented here may well represent older isolated outbreaks of the Pandora virus, and as such are invaluable to us scientists. Materials, tech, and food, and research, and a little bit of damage. You're fine, Natalie. Don't worry about it. We're not going to let you die just by yourself. Right, the shard gun research is complete. In order to make it, we need crystals and gas and materials. Ooh, that's different. It does psychic? I have no idea what psychic is. Oh, okay. Reduces the will points of targets according to the psychic. Nice. I mean, we've seen willpower damage, but I've not seen it referred to as psych. Maybe it's just I've never actually looked at the namings of stuff. So where is the Redeemer? Yeah, that does virus damage. Okay, so psychic damage is just a direct rather than over time. Interesting. Well, we definitely want shard guns then. Reverse engineer the purification grenade, then the Reaper, then the Rebuke, and then the Scorpion. Yes, this is all good. All good in that order. Trade tech for food. That's bringing our food level much better. Explore over here. Trade tech for food. Okay, looking nicer. We could do tech for material. We could do food for materials up here. $3 days, 20 hours until the hatching has to happen. In the meantime, the Uber Eats has landed less than a kilometre away from a huge fire. It looks like an eerie abandoned village is burning. A few buildings at the edge of the blaze could still be searched, although it's risky. Eel, brave the flames. Buildings are overgrown with some kind of mutated lichen that smells intensely of sulfur. It reacts explosively to fire. Our operatives retrieve as many resources as possible before the fire gets too close. Oh, that's not actually the eel. Okay. Well, Xavier. Xavier, as best as Gamby, you are flame retardant. Okay, do we have any other exploration sites around here? If not, we might want to head back over to Asia and start hitting up some of the other ones. Ah, there's the fourth initiation. We'll be able to do that at some point. Trading food for materials. We could do more food for materials here. Abandoned haven. Exploration site. No hostile forces have been detected, but there's probably resources, a lot of materials, and some food. This is all great news. With this many resources, we could consider activating another base. This one already has... It's going to cost 720s. Already got a radar station, is what I was thinking. Whereas this one will let us push down... We can already make it to Australia. We can't quite make it here. Let's activate the one on the very southern tip. Okay, we need to repair the energy generator. We need a satellite uplink. There is living quarters here. That's probably enough for the moment. It'd be nice to repair the research lab. I suppose we could. Yeah, it'll let us research a little bit faster. Deliveroo. There's not really much else you can do in these parts at the moment. So I think you're resuming your trade route. Let's do food for materials. The falcon cannot hear the falconer. We've received multiple reports of flocks of birds flying in a strange repeating spiral pattern. They persist in doing so until death from exhaustion or malnutrition. Unfortunately, we've been unable to locate a specimen to examine, so we cannot determine whether this anomalous behaviour is the result of the Pandora virus infection or not. But we believe we're observing the first effects of the oeneric delirium on a collective scale. The phenomenon is akin to mass hysteria. Sneedrian sociologists are rationalising the documented instances of widespread psychosis as the result of stresses to which our communities are subjected when our species is facing the possibility of extinction. However, the global scale and eerie thematic homogeneity of these events suggest a different causal relationship. Given what we know about the delirium and its connection with the mist, there is little room for doubt. Our collective psyche has become another battleground in our struggle with the Pandora virus. Okay, maximum of 6 operatives can be deployed on any mission, but we get 100% extra experience. Have you seen the latest psyche vals? Trust issues? It's putting it mildly. They can start shooting each other any minute. If you want my advice, keep the combat units small, at least for a while. Okay, that's... This is a new mechanic. That's going to make the hatching mission difficult. I wonder if that's like 6 units worth or 6 actual units. Because if we have a tank, does that count as 3 units worth? I feel like a fool for having made the aircraft, but it is what it is. Okay. Trade food for materials. We can do more food for materials somewhere, or we could do materials for food back over here. Let's do materials for food here, and then we'll try and find somewhere to get some tech. Do materials for food there, and then tech down here. Yep, that's fine. We finally made it back with the neural implant. An ending of sorts, New Warsaw. Thomas Labar hastily meets you. Do you have it? Is it intact? Yeah, let's give it to him. New Jericho dislike us for that. Thomas smiles. I knew I could count on you. Let this be the start of an unbreakable friendship. We got a lot of tech. We got a lot of materials that we really needed. And a decent amount of research. There's no trading as such that goes on there. Oh wow, with all that extra resources, we might be able to afford to do some modifications on people. Or how is Beta 1 doing? Yeah, we can actually send the team down and try this mission.
Research complete.
We're done with the purification grenade. We're done with the Reaper. That's because of that bonus research that we had. We can now research incendiary technology as a whole. The Rebuke is part way to being done. Let's find the Reaper, because I want to see Vampiric. That is unexpected. It's not the Scyther, it's not an area weapon, but the fact that it's Vampiric makes it quite cool. Takes one hand to use, 2 action points. Get someone with like regeneration and stuff on that. Yeah, maybe. Cybernetics Lab is going to be done in 1 day, 21 hours, actually. While I think about it, we have the resources to be able to build the mutation lab, which I probably should have got going beforehand. And we could get another archaeology lab to make it cheaper, uncovering the various sites. Let's do it because it's not going to take much. It'll help out anyway. Trading food for materials. We can do materials for tech now if there's any Synedrium place nearby that would do that deal. It does not look like it. So maybe we'll activate this while we're in the area. There's the research for the Rebuke. I want to see what this one's like comparatively. Blast, yeah. It does fire. So no shredding. No shredding, but very powerful still. Fire's only 20 though. If we have a look at the purification grenade, fire's 40 on that, which is good for getting through thick armor. Okay, trade. Materials for food. Come down here for tech, unless there is ready for tech. There's ready for tech. We'll get this exploring. And while that is exploring, we can get another archaeology probe on the go. because there's plenty more bits that we need to uncover. So we're going to need a fair few of these. Right, we were doing trading. We can do food for materials here. And we've made it to the hatching. With the help of a few like-minded individuals and AIs, Eileen has assembled prototypes of aerial weapons and equipment that can be fitted on the Manticore she recovered near the Hamfall crater. The prototypes are based on old Phoenix Project designs from bygone time, squirreled away in the databanks of Sartorius, an avionics-obsessed AI. As a result of Sartorius' casual protolizing of the rights of artificial persons, MAI Core 12B-735 has renamed herself Aurora. Eileen brings up a hollow display of Catalunya. This is where they're storing the egg I brought. Meet me there in 15. I'll figure out how to get Pete away from the area. He's not much of a guard and a terrible poet. Remember, no one dies. The egg gets destroyed. In the meantime, my friends will finish refitting the Aurora. Sure. I don't know if we're going to lose the Beta 1 and Beta 2, but this playthrough is mostly about experimenting. We can only have 6 people, so I think we're going to have to leave someone behind, and that is likely to be Bethany at this point. Good luck, team. Skip that. Okay, the Aurora. Your only chance is to reach the armed Manticore Aurora that Eileen and her friends were working on, and hope that they had time to finish the job. Move, move, move. Your team is on their way to the egg when the Haven was attacked from all sides. You're cut off from the transport you arrived in, and surrounded by mayhem and destruction. So I believe this is going to be much the same mission as the first time through. We probably could have done this by just sending one person in and jet jumping them over the top, but we'll push through as normal. The plan is just to try and move quickly and safely. Try and keeping eyes open. So having someone with stealth out in the open is actually a really good way of us being able to keep on top of that. Okay, we have enemies spotted. It's just a Myrmidon and a shield bearer at the moment, so not too dangerous. But come on in here anyway.
They can't stop me!
We want to get everyone into a nice defensive position, and then we can think about killing things as we need to, because reinforcements are going to keep arriving, so it's not going to be good if we keep waiting for stuff. Yeah, do some Overwatch there, just in case that Myrmidon tries to come in. And we're going to run you up the outside, Anton.
Running.
Yeah, straight through the window. That's how it goes. So is the Myrmidon going to come over? No, it's not. It's continuing to go round. They got some mobs all over the place. A lot of these, from the looks of it, we can take out their arms and they won't really be much of a threat. But the Myrmidons are a danger.
Here.
Okay, Elif. That's fine.
I'm here!
I don't really want to be visible to
I'm
the
repositioning.
Myrmidon. I do think it's going to come out and try and do something to us.
Looking for an angle.
Okay, there goes his pincer. Does he have a spit ahead as well? He doesn't. So he's disabled. That's good. We can maybe take a shot at the Myrmidon behind us. There is just not a good angle to do that from, is there? From here, yes, but that's going to put us heading in the wrong direction. Maybe we'll get Liz to do it. Alerted. It had already seen us. That did not do anywhere near the type of damage that I wanted. Okay, someone else is going to have to come over and help. This is a little bit embarrassing. You know what, go for the torso as much as possible. Just get it finished. We're not taking any chances. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Anton centre stage. The real trouble's going to start coming. We can probably do some stuff with grenades, with sniping while the rest of the team catches up. Definitely do something about you. You are mind controllable? Ooh. Okay. If we jetpack control up here, we can bash you twice.
Executing.
And maybe do some serious damage. Well, that's not going to stop it attacking. It's going to help. The dazing will help more than anything on that.
Running.
Let's bring everyone else up in line. Okay. Mind fragger that we need to watch out for.
Ready, willing, and able.
That's not an amazing shot. We are going to want to reposition to have that without any interference. Get to here. Nope.
Hostile injured,
but
come
alive.
get some.
It's helping, it's just not doing enough. Okay, that thing can't attack and it's bleeding out. This guy has a spit ahead, so we could like move in and do something with him, but if we get to here, we can't see up there. I think it might actually be on Helmy to try and help out. You've got 18 will points. We wouldn't be able to do anything even if we wanted to. Okay. Helmy, get forwards. And then we'll get you to overwatch here like this. This thing can't fly and can't attack. So again, we're overwatching for things coming close. Guya, we need you up in line with everyone else. I think we've got things secure right now. Retract your shield. You can't get close enough to do any damage to this. So here might actually be the best place to be. Yeah, stay where you are. Trouble coming from the back. These aren't alerted yet, so until we get close, it's not really going to be a problem. It's a little bit of damage, it's not bad. Okay. Let's take advantage of our friendly Arthur. Nicely done. You may as well finish this off with a bash. You know what? Bash with this. It's making the other one panic. And dropping the willpower of others. You're out of ammo. We can get you to reload.
Reloading.
Because he has nothing left, we can ignore
Moving in
him.
quick.
Helmy, you've got 4 willpower, so you're fine for the moment. Got another turn or so in you. Let's get the Arthur in front. And I think we'll jet jump up on top because we can provide grenade support and we can jet jump in after that. Phoenix, I'm almost done here. Everyone else is gone. More crabmen are approaching from all sides, so hurry up. I'm waiting for you inside the Manticore. Oh, clearly they want us to get a move on, so let's do exactly that.
Holding position.
I'm going to try and keep Overwatch where it's safe and sensible to do so. Laura can make it all the way up to here.
Be right there.
We know that there is that mine fragger, and that is my primary concern. You can actually make it 3 and then go on Overwatch, so
Dashing.
3 AP units worth. I'm trying to keep everyone together. Go like that.
Holding
I'm
position.
trying to also keep the actual Overwatch away from that Myrmidon where possible. Okay, what happens? Even more Myrmidons coming in. I believe that's the damaged one from before. Dead. Love it so much. Dead. You've got nothing. You're going to have to get so close to do any form of damage. You've not even got any guns either. At least not that I can see. Okay, let's have a think about easy ways of improving our willpower. We've got this Arthur. He's happily gonna like murder anything nearby, draw attention and all that. If Kiryu gets kills, everyone else gets willpower. So we can actually do a quick aim. And actually, rather than doing a quick aim, we could just do a bash. Because that's improving Helmi's willpower. It's also decreasing like the enemy's willpower, so it's worth considering for that as well.
I'm ready.
There's multiple uses for this. Myrmidon up on top is a danger. It's a danger that can actually fly pretty close to most of our bits.
Executing.
Getting a grenade over on it would be fun. Disabled its right wing so it can't fly. So now it's restricted at least to walking places. Do you have a spitter head? You don't. So yeah, you're going to have to claw whatever it is you want to get. So Anton's done a good job up there. This guy's going to have to drop down before he can be effective. These guys are going to have to drop down before they can be effective. I think we can move everyone forwards. We'll get the shield bearer like over here. And we'll put everyone else a bit further on the right hand side. Has your move been dropped? 15 out of 20. Oh yeah, you've got kill and run as well. So we could hop you like all the way in and then you could watch over the edge for one of them at least. You know, kill and run to here. And then overwatch like this.
Got you covered.
In the meantime, Liz is gonna
Right there.
come up the other side. I'm tempted to just not bother overwatching with Liz. In fact, I wanted to double check Helmi's head. What does your head actually do? Yeah, living allies units recover 2 war points at the start of turn. It's such a good ability for people that are using willpower all the time.
Crunch time.
Laura can dash in and can then dash like to the other side and then overwatch for any number of bits of trouble. Yeah, dash to here.
Gotta keep on pushing.
And we'll overwatch for this thing.
Providing overwatch.
So Liz doesn't need to overwatch. Liz can just come in. We're getting to keep everyone much closer together. Elif.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
Everyone's nicely together. Here he comes. Overwatch. That is terrible. That is better. That's what we wanted to make sure happened. Ooh, guns. Not keen on them being able to shoot back. We might be able to get everyone out this current turn. Ow. Incredibly not cool. Oh my god, you can move so far. So we might have a bit of melee. Perhaps it's just so that it feels more swarmy than it actually is. You're fine. You're fine. It's a little stingy sting. If ever there was an opportunity for grenades, this would be it. Okay, the furthest person away is Helmy. Helmy can get out. Anton can jump out. So let's start with Anton. Don't evacuate just yet. And we can make it all the way through to here. I don't want to waste ammo on shooting unnecessarily, but I want to make sure that people can get out before I commit to getting everyone out.
Let's go.
Because we could also potentially do some healing as we go. So for instance, if I move Laura to here, take care of your own injury and then get out. Liz, you're not really injured, so
Let's go.
I do want Liz to get more experience. We will get return fire from this guy if we shoot. So let's shoot this guy. And then kill and run to move a little bit further away. And evac. I think we're good to go now. It's good to check these things. You're only a tiny bit injured, so we probably don't need to use the med kit.
I'm going.
Out. 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 To the skies! Is everybody on board? I'm afraid we can't stay any longer. This is my home until I brought that fracking egg here. Maybe if you'd come earlier. Forget it. I can't lay this on you. It's not your fault. Prepare for takeoff. Reasonable spread of experience. Happy with that. Skip the cutscene. Okay. We know that the air game has been simplified, but I think this is probably going to be much the same. So, Manticore AI core. Airborne hostile detected. What the hell? That thing's huge. Armor weapons. It's going to force us to do things in a certain way. We're under fire. Brace for impact. Yes. Make sure to disengage before you die. It hit us a little bit. Nomad launcher operational. Return fire. Click. Click. Use your afterburner. And now we just do our best to nuke. Anything done to disable modules transfers directly to the hull. Let's finish it off. The afterburner is not going to help against those because they are not visual guided, they are psychic guided. But the threat's been eliminated. We didn't take too much damage. Our team has successfully reached the Aurora and managed to escape the raided haven below. The machine is fully operational and heavily armed. Eileen is aboard. She's shaken. Now the adrenaline rush to the escape and the encounter with the flying monster has run its course. She's lost everything and everyone that was dear to her. Perhaps she'll find a new home with us. The attack on Catalunya came from the Hammerfall crater. We suspect that this particular haven was targeted because it harboured the egg recovered by the citizen. Using reports from public feeds and satellite imagery, we can now piece together that New Jericho launched a massive rocket attack on the Hammerfall crater, presumably the Operation Mongoose that West had been planning. The New Jericho strike force was in turn obliterated by a towering Pandoran monstrosity, surrounded by a myriad of flying creatures. The chronology of events and their causal relationship remains unclear, with some within Sinedrium blaming New Jericho for provoking the Pandoran attack, and New Jericho themselves claiming they acted in self-defense. The Disciples of Anu insist the emergence of what they call the Behemoth and the Festering Skies was preordained and inevitable. Catalunya's population has dropped by 20,000. It didn't come from an egg, it was created by the Pandora virus. We're likely seeing the result of the supercharged genetic amalgamation of the flora and fauna inhabiting the Hammerfall impact zone. Instead of being vaporized, it turned into something else. Okay, let's have a look and see what we have in terms of the Air Force. We still have the Beta 1 and 2, so hooray for that. The Aurora, though, has Helmi on it, who is definitely going to transfer to the Beta 1. And everyone else has ended back at Phoenix Point headquarters. So Beta 1... Geez, right. This is what we're going to do. Eileen, you're going to transfer to the Beta 1. The Beta 1 is going to go back to the Phoenix Point base. No, which is already here. I thought it was going to be over at the Hammerfall crater. Oh no, the mission was actually down in this. It was up here. That's why things are so weird. Okay. So everyone at Phoenix Point onto the Beta 1. Okay. So the Beta team, including Citizen Eileen, now has 8 people. So you guys can carry on as you have been, and you know what? Beta 1 and Beta 2 should remain here to rest up. Alpha 1 come back to rest as well. Alpha 2 come back to rest and repair. Beta 2 come back. Once the Aurora is finished being repaired, we can shift things around a bit. But now we're going to need to think about putting weapons on the Just Eat, Deliveroo and Uber Eats. Maybe even the Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and so on and so forth. So let's research the Phoenix Aerial Combat Program, Sanhedrin Scarp Defense, New Jericho, blah 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 blah. It's all good. And we'll let people rest up a tiny bit. In terms of archaeology probes, I wanted to do another one over here. So let's select the correct craft, and we'll get that out. Hey, it's a New Jericho Haven. Let's trade some food for materials. Yeah, now that New Jericho aren't so keen on us, we're not going to easily find their places, are we? Still, it matters not. They were right about the diplomacy level. There hasn't been as many Haven attacks. That could just be that like it's going to come in the future. I think next, more trading is always going to be useful, but we need somewhere with tech. So I think we're going to have to swing back to the main continent. Come over here. And there's the behemoth with its disruption level. The Aurora and all modules has been repaired. So the Aurora can come out. And actually, we could send the Aurora to the Chaos Syndicate and have a look and see what they've got there. You guys have all arrived and are resting up. Beta 2 is all rested. Trading materials for tech. That's looking a lot nicer. So in terms of vehicle bits, we don't really have any weapons available to make. So I think after the Scorpion, we're actually going to push the aerial combat program up. Because these are going to become a lot more vital, I think. Also, I want to go through and have a look at people's experience from that mission. I'm surprised, with plus 100% experience, we didn't have any level ups from that. There we go. Beta 1 and Beta 2. 8 people ready. Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. We've got more resting to be done. But yeah, Beta 1 and Beta 2 can actually go out now. They are good to go. So what are we going to send them off to do? The 4th initiation. That's what we're going to do. Awesome. And I think we're going to have to finish there because we are running out of time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point. See you soon.